What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel Zaynomics Gaming. As you may have guessed, judging by the thumbnail, we are diving into one of the most iconic hand cannons of all time. Generally, when times are slow, I'll dive into my vault and pick up a random weapon that I have not used in some time. Ace of Spades was my go-to weapon of choice in competitive Crucible way back when. I have not used this weapon for some time. Now, with Final Shape releasing in 4 months and the potential return of one of our most beloved characters, I had to give it a go. With the first kill and the reload animation, it brought me back to Forsaken and immediately sucked me back into this game. It was a defining moment for me back then as I began to lose passion with Destiny 2 currently. These long seasons can be unbearable at times, given there isn't much to do. So in this video, we're going to step back in time and reminisce a little bit on Ace of Spades. We're also going to be covering this weapon so you can understand the traits and actually how to get the weapon currently in the game. Now, there still is a lot of time left in the season, and I was stumped until I began messing around in my vault. Cayde was a symbolic character for me with his charisma and comedic relief during engaging moments throughout Destiny's life. Given the fact that he could be returning fully in the Final Shape has given me new life to play. Rediscovering old weapons and cherishing memories with countless hours of playtime through a weapon that gained me Luna's Howl and Not Forgotten back then. Ace of Spades is definitely a PvP player's dream weapon as it can take down foes with ease. The traits on this weapon are godly and is hard to compete against with its ease of use and versatility. The unforgiving factor of this weapon plays a huge role for all players. Any new player can easily crush the competition once they learn the basic game mechanics. Although this weapon isn't meant for PvP in my opinion, it still plays nicely in lower tier content. You cannot get a weapon that's even close to the traits that are on this thing. Now for the barrel perk, we have corkscrew rifling. It gives us a +5 in range, stability, and handling. For our mag perk, we have high caliber rounds. This gives us a +5 in range. Our first trait is Firefly. Precision kills with this weapon increase reload speed and cause the targets to explode. It also grants us a +50 reload speed for 6 seconds. Then finally we have Smooth Grip, which gives us a +5 stability and a +5 handling. For our intrinsic trait, reloading after a kill loads the magazine with 6 higher damage dealing rounds and grants radar while aiming down sights. Keep in mind that you just have to get a kill to activate this. It could be a quick cleanup, body shot kill, or precision kill to get these benefits. For our catalyst, Firefly deals more damage while Memento Mori is active. Now, if you're trying to complete the catalyst, the easiest way for me is to actually do Altar of Sorrows or do the Blind Well. If you're worried about your level, I recommend just going to the moon, knocking out Altar of Sorrows. The enemies, they just keep spawning. They're easy to kill, and you'll complete the catalyst fairly quickly, and you don't have to worry about reactivating, like going to Shirochi. You don't have to worry about redoing the raid encounter. I feel like that's more tedious to me, but some people enjoy that way. I personally would just rather do Altar of Sorrows. You get some loot, plus the enemies just keep spawning. Now, our standard Ace of Spades can get a .87 time to kill with 1 crit and 2 body, or you can get 2 crits and 1 body. It just depends on how you're shooting and what you're engaging in. But of course, we can make this better. If you play on the Hunter class, we can proc Radiant very easily. Being Radiant while Memento Mori is active can give us a .43 time to kill at tier 8 Resilience or lower Guardians. Tier 9 and tier 10 will still be a .87 time to kill, but most Guardians don't run that high in the Crucible. This weapon is iconic for me. I remember loading into various planets and looking for Cayde's secret stash just to unlock this weapon. His weapon got me Luna's Howl, Not Forgotten, Mountaintop, Recluse, etc. The one drawback to getting this weapon is the current cost of Forsaken, which is 20 bucks. Now, I have a few opinions about that. Forsaken released in 2018. Surely the price could be cheaper than this, even though it's one of the best expansions to bless this franchise as a whole, and it really did save Destiny 2. The problem is, I don't believe Bungie is actually going to lower this price. They may do some type of discount promotion once the Final Shape gets a little bit closer due to Cayde. Cayde is really the whole focus of Forsaken, and with Cayde potentially coming back in the Final Shape, I don't believe that they're really going to lower the price as much with the Forsaken pack. That's just the reality of it as of this point. Even though it is a really good weapon, if you have Forsaken already, definitely buy it. You can currently buy this at the kiosk. All you need is Exotic Cipher, some Glimmer, and Ascendant Shard. It's very much worth it, hands down. If you don't have this weapon, definitely pick it up if you already have the Forsaken pack. But currently, you have to figure out, is it worth you buying the Forsaken pack to get the weapons? And of course, you're not just getting the Forsaken pack to get Ace of Spades, you could get access to all the other weapons as well, like Anarchy. And of course, you do have to complete some stuff here or there if you're trying to get raid exotics like Anarchy. You got to have, I think it's spoils or something like that from the raids. I forget what it's called. But you have to unlock them through the kiosk. So you do have to have materials. You're not just going to get them straight up by buying the Forsaken pack. Now, I don't want to turn this video into a rant, but another big issue with the Forsaken pack is it's really just a weapons pack that you have to grind to unlock materials to then go to the kiosk and buy them. That's from my understanding of the description anyways. Forsaken campaign's gone. Let's just understand that. If you're buying the Forsaken pack to play Forsaken, you can't do that anymore. They have a couple little missions here and there that you can kind of dive through, and then they have their YouTube channel that kind of explains the story of what's going on. But the Forsaken pack, all it unlocks is a Shattered Throne. It allows you to step into the Last Wish raid, and then you get access to be able to get the exotics from the tower. Like, you get access to that archive to unlock them, but you still have to have materials like Glimmer and the exotic ciphers. You still have to earn in-game currency to actually pick them up and go buy them. So 20 bucks is pretty steep for me, especially with old content. And like I said, you're not getting the Forsaken campaign, so you won't be able to play any of those missions. You're not going to have access to the Tangled Shore or anything like that. It's strictly just to buy the weapons, and that's very unfortunate because it's kind of like Ace of Spades is pretty much locked behind a paywall, especially for new players. Currently, there are way too many bundles for Destiny 2. I think they need to slash a lot of those. This Forsaken pack should be no more than $3. I'm sorry, it's old. It should be only like $3 to me. $3. I feel like that's the value of it, especially if you want to step in Last Wish. Shattered Throne is old content. You need to give the community a break, especially if you're trying to get new people in. New people are not going to want to come here and pay 20 bucks for a weapons pack, and then they can't even get the weapons. They got to do all this stuff to actually acquire them. It's a lot, and it's very tedious in my opinion. Now, that doesn't go without saying though, I actually like Ace of Spades. Ace of Spades is one of my favorite weapons of all time. I got to experience the Forsaken. Like I said, if you do have the Forsaken weapons pack already, or you've already had Forsaken and you just never bought Ace of Spades, definitely pick it up and try it out. If you have Ace of Spades sitting in your vault, just play with it. Just pick it up out of the vault, go ahead and play a couple rounds with it, and see how it feels. It definitely brought some new life into me to be able to keep playing Destiny 2. I enjoyed playing with it. It's a phenomenal weapon, hands down. One of the best weapons ever created. It's the most iconic weapon just because it is Cayde's actual weapon. I have one final question though for everybody that's watching this video, or if you made it this far. Do you think in the final shape that we will be able to craft our very own Ace of Spades? I mean, they already let us craft other exotic weapons. Do you think, out of a possibility, that we will be able to craft our perfected Ace of Spades, given the fact that Cayde is coming back? I think that would be phenomenal. I think they should let us do it. I would change a couple of perks, obviously, but other than that, like I said, guys, it's a strong weapon. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you like this video, leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's a free way to support me, and I greatly appreciate it. I will have some other videos coming out later in the week, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.